I'm getting a lot of calls lately from agents that are searching homes on behalf of their customers on Zillow. And I realize that Zillow is apparently America's favorite place to go to search things out. But it's causing a little bit of a controversy, if you will, with regard to agents' best practices. And perhaps, we'll just talk about it right now. On a continual basis, I'll get a phone call from Zillow, and of course you think it's a lead, and it's not. What it is, it's an agent calling you, and if you're paying for Zillow, you know that you could be paying per click, and it can get pretty expensive to answer agent questions, and trust me, it's more than a little frustrating for some people I come across in general daily conversations when they're paying an enormous amount of money for a click only to find out it's an agent looking for information that was on the MLS, which is a little bit crazy. And then further, they'll say, well, can you at least give me the information about it? And that agent is someone paying for a click and not necessarily the listing agent. And I definitely heard a conversation the other day where it said, listen, I overheard it, was crazy. Hey, why don't you go on your MLS and look it up? And it's not my job to look that up for you. And I'm like, wow, okay. So, you can feel the frustration and a little hostility in the air. And as veteran agents, we understand that we should go to the MLS and get our information. And even if our client goes to Zillow, there's ways for us to find it in most cases. There's definitely a button to click the listing agent, and we certainly could click the listing agent button off of Zillow, and then we get the information. So it might just be the slight education piece that if you're going to use Zillow, and fine, it's a great place to use it, maybe think about calling the listing agent who actually wants your call to learn more about the property, to schedule showings, and that might be one way to do it. And by the way, the whole scheduling the showing things over Zillow, that's still rubbing a few people the wrong way. We have MLS, we have things like showing times and buttons to click for showings. It's probably a problem that's not going away, and maybe it's just because we've gotten so distanced that some of the education and training that normally would take place in a brokerage, well, maybe it's not happening as much. So here's a place where we can just talk about it. We don't have to point fingers or get mad about it. It's like, just understand if you're using something like Zillow, that's cool. Take the extra step. Check out your MLS, see if you can figure it out on your own. If you're going to use the Zillow, click the listing agent button to get information about the listing. I mean, let's face it. We know if we click one of those three people, they're paying for it. Unless you're trying to bust somebody's chops and run up their bill, it's not that cool, actually. Maybe click on the listing agent. Hey, this is Ron Weiss-Zakarski. I've been helped by so many agents over the years, and I'm happy to help out again here. If you like real estate in a nutshell, click below, subscribe, give us a comment. We would love to hear from you. And if there's future topics you want me to talk about, I'd love to address it. You can call me anytime for the help. I'm just glad to be a part of what's going on right now. It's a great time to be in real estate.